Good afternoon to the members of the faculty, staff, administration, and class of 2019. Woohoo! My name is Holly Shadoyan. I'm the Assistant Vice President for Academic Affairs and co-chair for first-year Convocation. Today we officially welcome the newest members of the college community, the class of 2019. I met most of you on your first day of orientation when you filed in for that early morning welcome address. No song today. At orientation, I told you I was welcoming you on behalf of President Cariolo. Our president, your president, is eager to welcome you herself. So I am honored to introduce an exceptional leader and tireless advocate for Rhode Island College, our 9th president, Dr. Nancy Cariolo.
Thank you, Dr. Shadoyan. It's my pleasure to welcome you today into the academic community of Rhode Island College. Adams Library, which is behind me, is a fitting location for our first-year convocation because it is the academic heart of our college. I want you to know that your RIC education will serve you throughout what I hope will be a very long lifetime. We have famous alums in every discipline we offer here at RIC. Our faculty and staff work hard to provide you with an excellent education inside and outside the classroom. If you work hard too, I'll be seeing you in 4 years from now wearing your cap and gown, and I will be presenting you with a diploma where your family and friends are beaming proudly, and I look forward to that day. Please use the convocation today to connect with your classmates and with the faculty and with the staff. This is the beginning of your academic career, and I could not be happier to know that you are among RIC's next generation of leaders. Thank you for choosing Rhode Island College.
Thank you, President Cariolo. A little bit more about the wristband you're wearing. I have a white and a light blue because as a RIC student, former RIC student, my majors were English and secondary education. Yes! Before I introduce our next speaker, I have a little school pride test just for the faculty and the freshmen. This will help you make some connections for the social event that follows. Would all the freshmen and faculty wearing a white FAS wristband please raise their wristband hand? Now look around, freshmen, and you'll see where there are faculty you can connect with after the program. Okay, hands down. Now those wearing a light blue band from the School of Education, let's see those light blue ones, and the faculty. Take a look and you'll spot some others in the back and a number of different areas. Okay, let's see all of those with the School of Nursing's apricot band. A mighty group, that's a good thing to hear. And where are School of Management's taupe bands? They are here as well. And small but mighty, we need to see the hands of faculty and freshmen wearing the citron band from the School of Social Work. Where are they? There's a proud person, a proud major in social work. Finally, I would like to ask all of the faculty from all schools to raise their wristband hand, along with those freshmen wearing a burgundy wristband hand. So I want all those freshmen to do that, and I want you to take a look at all the other faculty who are here. Faculty have raised their hands. To our large group of freshmen who are exploring majors, look at all the options you have to make connections with faculty. They're all here for you and all here to connect with. It's important for you to connect outside the classroom as well. To bring greetings on behalf of the student body, I am delighted to introduce the President of Student Community Government, History major, Rob Smith. Rob?
Thank you, Dr. Shadoyan. Did I say that right? I'm terrible with names. Hi guys, my name is Rob Smith. I'm the Student Community Government Incorporated President. And I'm here on behalf of the student, I'm the President of the student body, and on behalf of everyone who's been here before you, allow me to say welcome to Rhode Island College, all you freshmen. What I'd like to talk about for a couple minutes today is what Rhode Island College means. I know what it means to me, but what Rhode Island College is, you may not think so, but I'm going to encourage you to think of it as a world-class educational institution. We have one of the top 10 nursing programs in the country. Our education program is actually one of the better ones in New England. And you know what? The tuition's not that half bad either. But what you get out of Rhode Island College is what you put into it. You're here to get an education and you're here to get your degree. But what you experience at Rhode Island College can be so much more than that. Education does not stop at the classroom's edge. I encourage you all to get involved in the campus community, to give back and support others, because one of the honest to God, most underrated, underused, overlooked resources this college has for all its other accolades and all its other famous graduates is in fact its students. We raise money for charity, we spread awareness for student issues like mental health and all kinds of things that affect students. So I encourage you all, while you're here, not just to go to class, please don't sleep in your cars. Don't go to class, get food at the dawn, and go home. I encourage you all to get involved, to know your fellow students, and if you ever have any trouble with your personal life, with classroom, just always remember that the student body is here for you. If you have any questions or concerns, or if you want someone to talk to, my office is in Student Union 401. I will talk to you about anything you want. I just want you guys to remember that we're all in this together. That includes faculty, administration, and staff. And I hope you have a wonderful 4 years at Rick.
Thank you, Rob. Here you are starting your third day as a college student, as a freshman. For most of you, the first Rhode Island College students you met were your orientation leaders, and they are here today for you. And I understand they're a little bit competitive about their popularity with all of you. So to sort that out, I'd like you to hear from the person who gave you that first big good morning at orientation, Christopher Margadana. Christopher?
They had a lot easier to walk to the podium than I did. All right. So, hello, welcome, good afternoon. How's everyone doing? Woo! Yeah! It's so wonderful to see all your wonderful shining faces again. So what I'm here to do is the orientation leaders and I have been having a competition all summer to see which one of them was the best orientation leader. So, we are going to woo for each of them. So as I say each of their names, I would like you to cheer for them. All right? So here we go. So we've got Keisha. We got Sydney. We got Curtis. Rosario. Jenna. Lori. Kelsey. Kendra. Angelina, Aaron, Anthony, and last but not least, James. Well, I think James won that one. Keisha was in a close second, though. Again, it's exciting to have you guys here at Rhode Island College. I know you're going to have a great 4 years, and I will miss you all terribly. Have a wonderful, wonderful 4 years.
Thank you, Christopher. And now for our featured speaker. Leslie Bogat is a professor of educational studies and gender studies. She's the co-director of the Youth Development Program and is the founder of Allied, Advanced Learning and Leadership Initiative for Educational Diversity for students who are interested in becoming teachers. The Feinstein School of Education and Human Development also just honored her with the Bucci Family Award for Teaching Excellence. I also understand she's an avid gardener and really wishes she had a little bit more time for kayaking. It gives me great pleasure to introduce our faculty address selection for this year, Dr. Leslie Bogat.
Thank you so much for that introduction, Holly. Welcome everyone. Welcome students and faculty, staff, administration. Welcome to Rick. Welcome to Convocation 2015. I'm Leslie Bogat, and I'm honored by the opportunity to talk to you today to share some thoughts and inevitably some advice about your first year at Rhode Island College. But first, let me take a selfie. Carriola, will you come join me? Thank you, President Cariolo, for indulging me in this. So, here's my selfie. Convocation 2015. I can text it to my mom, to my grandma. I can show her that I was here, chosen to be the speaker today. It's proof that I'm here right now, talking to you on this stage, on this day. There's a website called Selfie City, in which a team of academics, artists, and data geeks look at thousands of selfies taken in 5 different cities during a single week. They looked at all these photographs as data, and they asked the question, what can a selfie, or even better, 1,000 selfies, teach us about a city, a space, a place? What can selfies teach us about that place and about ourselves? Feminist scholar Elizabeth Loesch talks about selfies as place-making. All over the world, tourists recreate and redefine the world as we know it while holding a smartphone at arm's length. Hashtag Eiffel Tower, hashtag Disneyland, hashtag Newport Mansions. These selfies bring life to a location as we post them, tag them, share them, and then review them as a single photo album of our shared family vacation. And they're not just about the place, of course. They're really all about us. Selfies are a way of saying to the world, hashtag I am here. So here you are, Rhode Island College. So go ahead, take a selfie. No, really, like take out your phone and take a minute and gather people around you, meet the people behind you, and meet the people in front of you and next to you, and I want to see you take a selfie. Just 10 seconds, do it. Faculty, do it too. Come on, everybody, take a selfie. So then you can hashtag Rico15. Woo! Thank you. You are here. What does it mean to be here? For some of you, it meant a long trip from 14 states as far away as Alaska. Are you here, Alaska? Woo! Awesome. For others of you, you've lived around the corner from Rick your whole life. Maybe you came to camp here at Henry Barnard School when you were little. Or you came with your aunt to watch the anchor men and women play soccer, tennis, or softball. Maybe you came to the Bannister Gallery to see an art exhibit with your high school English class. And for others, even if you grew up right here in our ocean state, Rick is a new place for you. For all of you, this whole college thing is new. If you have siblings or cousins or parents or neighbors who went to college, then some of the things might be tangentially familiar. The dorms, the textbooks, the class schedule. But if you're the first, the brave pioneer on a path no one in your family has ever walked, then what the heck is the bursar's office? Or a FAFSA, or office hours? How did I get here? There was an article about this in the New York Times last week, in which a University of Nebraska professor, Janine Cruchette, reflects on her experience as a first-generation college student moving from Miami, Florida to upstate New York in 1999 to attend Cornell University. Her Cuban family, so proud of their daughter, saved for months and used up all of their vacation time to travel to Ithaca, New York for a full week of freshman orientation. But after the first event, the dean joked from the podium, "Now parents, please, go." People in the audience laughed, but this young woman's family was so confused. There was nothing in any of the materials Cornell had sent them that indicated that families wouldn't be a part of the full orientation program. No one had translated the college process for them. For many, coming to college is like traveling to a new land for the first time and trying to figure out a new language, new traditions, expectations, rituals, and routines. As with any travel adventure, it helps to have maps or a compass, a guidebook, a translator, or appropriate gear to ease your transition. So that's our job. We here on this stage, we represent the cadre of folks whose job it is to guide you through your Rhode Island College experience. It won't always be easy, but you never have to do this alone. I'm the co-director of the Youth Development major here on campus, And it's an undergraduate program for RIC students who want to work with youth, but not in the traditional teaching field. YDev majors work in after-school programs and summer camps, rec centers, children's museums, and other youth spaces in our community. And in our program, we've built in many mechanisms to make sure that our students feel supported in their journey. So we have digital plans of study that provide a live roadmap to graduation. We do group advising sessions where we let students work peer-to-peer to warn one another of the bumps in the road. YDev Bling, like t-shirts, lanyards, and coffee mugs, help majors identify their fellow travelers, allies in the path to a professional career in youth work. We don't let anyone get lost on the way. So you might not be a YDev major, but whatever path you choose here at RIC, there are supports here for you. You just have to make sure to find out what they are. On this campus, all students have access to support through the Disability Services Office, the Counseling Center, and OASIS. The Learning for Life program works to link students to a wide range of services, to opportunities that will fortify them for college success and remove any challenges that prevent education from remaining a priority in their lives. In the schools of education and nursing, the Allied program provides weekly lunch meetings for any student who self-identifies as underrepresented on this campus, who might just need another place to call home. This is our job, to help you discover the very best version of yourself and to uncover and grow new strengths. Your job is to show up for this journey, to be here with a mindset that is ready to reach, inspire, and connect. Mindsets are beliefs, namely the beliefs that you have about yourself, about your talents and your abilities. According to Stanford professor Carol Dweck, having a fixed mindset means that you believe that your smartness, your strengths and weaknesses, your talents and abilities are fixed. You were born with them, and if you got them, great. And if you don't, well, that's just your lot in life. You might say something like, I'm a great writer, or I can't draw, or I'm totally uncoordinated, or I have a great sense of direction. In a fixed mindset, those characteristics are unchangeable because they just are who you are. In a growth mindset, however, that means that you believe that your smartness, your strengths and weaknesses, your talents and abilities change over time. So in my early 30s, I took a pottery class. I learned how to throw pots, and not at people, just like I learned to throw them like when you put clay on a wheel, that's called throwing pots. I've never done anything like that before. I never considered myself very artistic, but I decided I wanted to try pottery. And I had to work at it. It was messy and time-consuming, really frustrating at times, but in the couple of years that I spent in a pottery studio, I actually made some really nice bowls. In a growth mindset, your talents are ever-changing. I'm not good at pottery yet. Yet. The power of yet. At the Feinstein School of Education and Human Development faculty retreat last week, our dean, Don Halquist, talked with us about the power of yet. Yet is a word of possibility. It means that anything can happen. It just hasn't happened yet. This can be a very hopeful way of approaching your world. It allows you to say things like, I'm not good at math yet, or I have no idea how to talk to my professors yet. But yet can also be a little stressful. All the things that haven't happened yet can look like a tunnel of expectations without a light to be seen. Don't let that scare you. You get to decide what yets you are working for, and which ones will just have to remain seeds of possibility for some other person, place, or time. You get to choose how to invest yourself in the projects that make you the very best version of yourself. Your brain is not an empty vessel with a finite capacity waiting to be filled up with knowledge and experiences. Instead, imagine your brain as a muscle. It's elastic and powerful and strong, and you can exercise it, build it up, work it out, make it do things you had no idea it could do. That's why you're here, to exercise your capacity. Part of that work will be in the classroom. You're going to learn a lot of new things at Rhode Island College, and much of it will happen elsewhere. You should stop at the Campus Activities Fair on Wednesday, September 16th, right here on the quad from 12:30 to 2. Want to learn to ballroom dance? You might find your people at the Anchor, our student newspaper. Need a place to connect with home through the Portuguese Language Club? Learn about all the clubs and organizations that can help you anchor yourself in this campus and this community. Participate in the Open Books, Open Minds community events around Junot Diaz's book, The Brief Wondrous Life of Oscar Wilde. Meet new people in the Gender and Women's Studies Suite here in Adams Library, where you'll find film screenings every other Wednesday at lunchtime. It's also a great place to stop for snacks if you're starving while you're studying. All of these things require your presence. I don't want Rick to be the place you stop on your way to work. I don't want Rick to be the place that you go when you're not with your family. I want you to be here. At the end of this event, you're going to participate in a Rhode Island College tradition of touching the anchor that's positioned behind you on the quad. Some say you should do it for good luck. But I say, you don't need good luck. We chose you. We know you can do this. I say that touching the anchor is about grounding yourself, finding your bearings, and being present. Touching the anchor, Touching the anchor is about saying, I am here. I am here at Rhode Island College. I am here. And we know you're going to be awesome. Thank you.
First the bells. Did you know we planned that? No, kidding. Remember from orientation about the degree? It was 211 degrees. At 211 degrees, water is hot. At 212 degrees, it boils. And with boiling water comes steam, and steam can power a locomotive. The one extra degree makes the difference. So ask questions, stay involved, and remember 212 and go the extra degree in your time at Rhode Island College. Your experiences at RIC will be a combination of academic and co-curricular experiences. For closing remarks, I would like to call on my co-chair, the Interim Vice President for Student Affairs, Dr. Scott Kane, and hand him the Class of 2019 plaque, which represents the presence of your class on this campus. Dr. Kane.
So, you have arrived, class of 2019. Welcome. Sorry! Okay, this plaque will be installed on the fence behind the anchor that Dr. Bogad pointed out earlier. And it remains there until your class graduates. The plaque will then be moved to Rhode Island College's Fruit Hill Avenue entrance to be placed there with the plaques of earlier graduating classes, a lasting symbol of your degree achievement. Before we conclude this part of the ceremony, I want to draw your attention to other events listed in the program, the half sheet of paper that you received, that you'll also want to attend, including other Welcome Week activities that you may have seen advertised, the Campus Activities Day that Dr. Bogad had mentioned earlier on September 16th right here in the quad, the Open Books, Open Minds event on October 15th in Alex Anani Hall. And there's other activities not listed in the program that you'll also want to pay attention to. In particular, the college's annual Diversity Week, which is celebrated this year, October 5th through the 10th. And then Homecoming later in October, October 15th through the 17th. There'll be emails regarding all of these events, and I tweet them out on my Twitter account at Dean Students Rick. If you want to follow me, I tweeted a picture, not a selfie, but a picture of all of you earlier during the ceremony. You may have seen me taking that picture. But follow me, get involved, as Dr. Bogad said. As we conclude this event, I want to invite you to follow me over to the anchor, where we'll place the plaque. It will be officially installed later or anchored to the fence later. And as your program states, the anchor has been an important symbol for Rhode Island College for the last 80 years. The legend, it's a legend, you don't really need it for luck, but the legend has that touching the anchor brings academic luck and success. And I personally touched the anchor every day last week. I didn't really need it for myself, I kind of needed it for the weather, and obviously it seemed to have overdone the job this year with the heat. So the legend must be true, right? There's a photographer over there if you want to have a picture taken for a memory of Rhode Island College. You can take a selfie over there if you would like to, as Dr. Bogad is yelling to me. You can also join the faculty and staff and other students here in the RIC community for ice cream on the quad being served by the Donovan Dining Center here in the back. It's free for everybody. It's Golden Whites. They're Rhode Island College ice cream sandwiches for as long as supplies last. So, welcome again. I'm glad you all were able to make it. And just put that away. And please follow me over to the anchor.